Happy St. Patrick's Day. And the story goes something like this. I will embellish it, um, miss a few things, but it's a fun story. There's some tragic stories that I could tell, um, but this story, 1707, 1700, and Archibald, my forefather, was in Ireland, slaving away, working away. And he was essentially just a sharecropper, and he had a dream of owning land, and he had seen people warring, and decided he wanted nothing of that. He wanted to live a peaceful life, and he wanted to own land. He wanted his life ambition was to be a farmer of his own land. But no matter how long he worked, him and his small family, the wages would never allow him to buy land. And they were having some trouble with the crops as it was. And so in 1700, he came up with a plan to meet with some friends, some pacifists such as himself, and people who just wanted to work and not fight. And they found in the New World that there was land for free. So he made a plan. And the voyage, he could only take something about the size of a bread box with him. Just something that, maybe a foot and a half long, maybe a foot square. And so he saved up whatever money he could, and he bought something expensive to put in that box and took care of it, packed it with some cloth so it wouldn't break. He put fine china in there. And so from Ireland, with his family there, he left to the New World and arrived in what is now the southern states of USA. And there was a large circle of land, and he got like a little pie shape out of it, of 70 acres of just timberland in order to turn into farmland. That was what he was headed toward, but the rough voyage. And he held on to that box with the just expensive tableware and plates, and he held on to it like home, like safety in the rough voyage. Hungry sometimes, there was just barely enough to eat to get here, and so he made the trip, and he got there, and he walked onto the ground and had a walk and then a wagon ride, and he got to the land. It was 70 acres, beautiful land, temperate climate, trees everywhere. But those trees were also the difficulty. You had to clear a lot of land in order to get enough land to build a house. But there his friends helped him, his new friends, and they built the house together, each sharing, and he kept the box safe. And as they cleared the land and built the first house, then he went and he found the proper place where he could get the best price for that silverware and plates, so he could buy proper more everyday wear things for the house to provide for his family. That small box was like a treasure chest of gold. And his family made it over in 1701. He started before this country, United States of America, existed. He was in the New World, and he made a life, and the story continued, and here I. Thank you, Archibald, for holding on to that precious cargo so that you could provide for your loved ones.